Welcome back.
Welcome.
I think we're
Live.
we're doing it, right? Okay.
In
Picking up all our voices. I gotta move around. Okay. Where are we at?
his house.
Too far away. I gotta walk 5 years just to get to the table.
You're using my gaming chair.
I was, because it was more comfortable than the black one. Alright. I should have moved it here. You're gonna do the computer stuff later that we need. Alright? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
What we gonna do now?
Oh, we're gonna move on to another book today.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because we only got the last few days. So, do the changelog, talk about the other book, talk about those cutouts. Where are we at?
Cutouts?
Yeah, because this was the other thing. I had to put this in here because they were sitting in the other book. Because I cut them out off the side, and these were all of the outer rooms. Remember, I had to do the outer rooms as well. This is every one of the outer rooms all done.
That's cool.
Sure, but had to go live somewhere. So, to keep it out of the way and not lose it, I'm putting it back here. See, all the outer rooms? There they go, in there. Change logs, what did we do? Oh, we didn't even do introductions. Yeah, Papa Weird.
And Weirdling.
Representing the forgetful old people.
With Gus.
Sure.
And Sir Hiss-a-Lot.
Sir Hiss-a-Lot. He's got history. Get it? History. What? No? Okay. We'll see how that lands. Where's he going to live? Up here for a little while? Wait until we have to do some rolls.
Yeah, and he
Let's
is
see
a
what rolls are going on.
historian.
Alright, so we did the rules and the checks, worked out how far it's going to be, right? Okay.
Yep.
Although distance is relative in the grayness, right? Because you're walking through a big desert, right? And it's more about like the checks you go through rather than any individual distance, right? Anyway, eventually you follow the big red star. Follow the big red star. End up at the outskirts of a battle, up a hilly range into a mountain that was once occupied by grungs, but they're all skeletons and dead now.
Skelly grungs.
Sure. And they're fighting the zombified Jugers that were trying to like take over their area and steal their homes, right?
Drovers already live here.
No, well, they move around and they take over. Like, they will inhabit, like, they'll dwarf strongholds, right? They can build their own. They're awfully capable and industrial and stuff like that. But in the whole grand fights of the Underdark, you get kicked out. And there's so many different things, living in different places, trying to have a home. And sometimes, yeah, they'll get kicked out from one mountain range, right? Entirely have to move on, nearly the entire clan decimated. They got to go find a new home. And they think they can take on these little frog people, right? So sure. So we did the lower battlefield. Okay, we got more Jurga rather than the grungs, right? And then in the middle part of the upper field where it starts to go up the rise here, we got 50-50, fighting it out. And there'll be a role play puzzle challenge moment where they have to convince one side or the other that they're to get past, right? That they're on the one side or the not. Okay. Yeah, sure. You wanna help the skelly grungs?
The groggers.
The skelly grungs. I'm on the side of the skelly grungs. All right. So, and after that, okay. So we've got through our lower and upper field, and it comes to a fork in the road, and you got the highway, which is a fight past the devourer with the skelly grungs. All right. They're trying to defend their house, home, hole, hobbit hole, right?
Hole.
Sure. I'm not sure what you call a grung hole, right? Like, hobbits live in a hole, but like wolves live in a den, bears live in a den, right?
Tunnel.
Jurga and dwarfs live in strongholds. What did you say?
Grungrilla.
Grung live in a what?
I don't know.
What do you call it? A grungrilla?
Yeah.
No, it's not a gorilla. That's a funny word. Grung villas, maybe. Grung villas. Sure, I could go off that. Anyway, they're trying to take over the grung villa. All right, where am I going to write that? Up here on our last page.
Yeah, that's that villa.
Grung villa outskirts. All right, if they made it in here and the Jurga had not defended them, they would have taken over their home. All right, this was a once great battle between the two species. Anyway,
great. And then
sure.
I don't know what happened.
So they got stolen at a time as a sort of portion, an ongoing struggle that, the Raven Queen, the lady, whatever you want to call her, right? She she took it out and appropriated itself in the midst of all the battle and the death and the energy, and has perpetuated it here.
Yeah,
right?
like if I just went...
Sure, but like the spirits, like it's the dead bodies were there, but perhaps maybe the grounds weren't sanctified properly, or you know there was some great calamity or other horror there that made it spiritually important, right? Because you know that, right? You studied your parapsychology, don't you?
No.
You understand how poltergeists happen, the noisy spirits and stuff, right? Real world. You know what causes ghosties, yeah?
Dead things.
Nah,
they had
not just dead things, right?
They had a reason to fulfill, and like they haven't fulfilled it yet.
Possibly that's an obligation also. Yeah, but emotions. There's back in the Victorian times, right? These crazy people, they were getting like all kinds of
Crazy people.
No, like what do you call them? They're like counterfeits now, really, of what they used to be. The fortune tellers and the what were the arcanists of back in the day called? Oh, I'm having a minute. Anyway,
Arcanoloths.
No, they were not. Anyway, they'd hold seances and stuff like that, right? And the idea of what they'd always bring it back to and what you'd always feel and talk about, and a lot of this stuff was emotional memory seeping into an environment and permeating it, not being cleansed properly. And a lot of this stuff, even demonic possession, often links back to emotional reactions of people, the way they...
Isn't permeating for scent?
They can. Permeate means to...
Spread?
To...
Invade?
No. Are you going to shush and allow me to speak?
Okay.
Are you? Can I? Permeate means to inhabit, to take over and get inside of, right? To become one with. Kind of like osmosis is the idea of permeation with oxygen, right? And what happens is, say, oxidation in certain materials leads to rust as oxygen permeates the metal and degrades it. That's why you have coatings on certain metals, or you use stainless steel, right, is to stop the effects of permeation of oxygen and or liquid fluids like water and stuff, right, or acids. Yeah. So do you understand now?
Yes.
Great. I love it.
So it's like...
I'm going to make you read the dictionary next time. Seriously, I'm just going to make you read it out of the dictionary.
So it's like water seeping through into a sponge.
I think I'm going to seep you through a sponge in a second. All right. Sure. No, but that's all right. It does. Water permeates a sponge when you put the thing and you suck it all in, right? Sure. Great. I'm glad we had an English lesson today. Aren't you meant to be nearly finished with your studies for the term or something? Aren't you meant to go on holiday soon?
Yeah.
What are you talking about studious stuff for? Oh, you're learning words. It's important. I'll let it go. I'm not gonna
Words are important.
Words are very important. That's our next rant. Words are very important. All right, because with the power of words, you inhabit meaning. That's why with all of these brand new words they're making up out there, they're trying to make new meanings because...
Scabula-doobalish?
No, they want the meanings to fit their personal points of view, reference, relevance, whatever. For whatever reason, all these words are coming out. New words come out all the time. It's always been happening,
new patch
right?
updates.
Okay, but those words are permeating, right, our dialect and our society and culture. And I'm not happy about some of them. Some of them are quite manufactured. Words used to be created naturally as sort of language evolved and people evolved in society around language, right? Common use and slang and comfortable language, right? How formal things were or weren't. But when you go around and say, oh, we just invented a whole new word, this word means something now and you have to learn what it means and just get used to it, and it just means something now and totally accepted by all of society immediately.
That's not very nice.
No, it's just a bit much. Why are we talking about this? Because you talk about words have meaning. Joys. All right, look, highway, low way, fight the devourer, some scallygrungs. Let's get back to it.
Scary checks.
Yeah, there's scary checks. Oh my God, I did draw this.
So
this
scary.
is all, again, this is all theater of the mind stuff. You could probably draw it out on the map, but there's no real encounters here, so you wouldn't have to. You just tell them. There's like, you know, the stairs here lead down, you know, a side of the mountain way, right? And you can see that there's another sort of opening at the bottom here, and you get to make a choice. This is the choice. This is the
Your
choice. Or over here, right? Do we go up or down? Yeah. Do you want to go have a fight and try and intervene in all of that? Because the devourer won't let you past, or do you want to come down here, try this stairway down the side of the mountain, and go through this water, which is very bad and dingy and not good and filled with stuff? Yeah, will poison you for the rest of the. If you take the poison, it's not like a round or a minute or, you know, an hour.
So you have a long rest.
Yeah, you have to be cured, like, I don't know, get lay on hands by an appropriate paladin or cured by a cleric or a druid or whatever, right? Restoration, stuff like that, sure. Otherwise, it's on you for the day, okay? Otherwise, you got the poison in you. All right, here's the bank. You come up this river bank. Oh, when you get to the deep end, look, there's a bit of a shallow end, okay? Bit like a pool, except you don't want to be in this pool. And it's not because anyone's peed in it, but, you know, it's because there's things that want to poison you, kill you. Okay, so shallow end. Over here, deep end, all right?
Yeah, the grung poison has permeated into...
No, it's the Sibriex. It has stuff weeping off it. You said, right? We saw it. It was purple, had like, and blood and pus and ooze coming off it, right? So it's weeped its way on down the tunnel, right? That's probably why it's so scary, because it's got all this weepy, pussy ooze and bluzz. I'm not sure, whatever. Anyway, bluzz, yeah. Get some bluzz on you. Anyway, at the deep end, here's where we got our, like, weren't they leeches, eel-sized leeches with dexterity saves to avoid? Otherwise, you take some big damages as you crawl through there and they chew you up.
Nom, nom,
right?
nom.
You got to get to the bank, get through the hole in the bank and go up this stairway where it's all skinny. Maybe you get, like, some PTSD from the bunny burrows, right?
The blood bunny burrows?
Yeah, maybe it's the blood and the ooze and the pus that's like freaking you out. Maybe you just get some claustrophobias. But this last one here, this last one's a special one. Remember, if you fail this one, this is the one that alerts, like, you know, you blow your stealth. All of that was for nothing if you blow this last one. It's the only one that really matters. Okay, so hopefully they've figured out by now how to stop someone like the barbarian from freaking out. Turning into a seal didn't help him. All right.
He should have just turned into a snake and not have to worry about the scary checks.
Now, he's still got to worry. Snakes have, you know, whatever. You can't argue because your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma stays the same even if you take on the physical attributes of the animal, right? Because most of the time any of the intellectual attributes are all diminished, they're lower, so what's the point of relying on that? So just because you're a snake doesn't mean you're going to be not scared of small spaces full of blood and ooze. It's the blood and ooze and the smell from coming up the top, right?
It smells
of dead
very
bodies
stinky.
and yucky stuff. Anyway, watch it. Come on, move on. Hurry up. Where are we? Can we see that? We can see that. So at the top, you got a big tent, right? So this is the rampart up, right? You fight the devourer, get to the top. Here's the Sibriax war tent, all right? You get up the top here. He's got some of the he's got some of the scallygrungs as protectors, right? And he can refresh those as a lair action. He's got some legendary resist we gave him, right? Otherwise, he's pretty much good to go. This is the outlet here. This is where your hole, right? That's your grung hole. I'll call that the grung hole. Right, I'm just going to make that a thing. Oh, no, Grung Villa, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Grung Villa.
Grung Villas, all right.
This is where the Grung used to live. They had houses and stuff like that.
Yeah, deeper in. We're not dealing with that. We're just dealing with the battlefield. This is where all the bad stuff happened. After that, either they defended themselves or they were entirely wiped out to a man, both sides. And this is like the memory of that battle because nothing else lived to preserve that memory. Maybe the Sibriax came down in the middle of the battle and like destroyed everybody and, you know, took the Jurga's skull and that's why they have it. And he's just as much like lost in time as well, right? So, we good?
Yes.
That changed long. We only got 3 days to go for today. Path 2. All right. To expedite this, right? We got those 5 choices. Well, down 4 choices, right? And now we're down to. So look, we've done the Sibriax down here in the graveyard. Okay, that's a big, large red one. This one I'm going to do. No. Hold your ye old horses. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, we're going to do the adult blue dragon today because
but
it's
we don't
easier.
have any horses. We don't have a horse model.
What do you
How
mean?
am I going to hold my horses if we don't have a horse model?
Oh, gosh. I have... All right, that's a fair point. How about you just bear with me?
Okay. I'll bear with you.
Funny. Oh. Let's not do that again. Okay.
I'll double bear with you.
Oh, look at that. Jeez, you're going to bear with me a long time because I get quite unbearable. I just did the thing
so
I said I wasn't going to do. All right. Anyway, we're going to do adult blue dragon today. All right. But not today because we're leading to it. Now, remember we put this one in a graveyard. Okay.
Yeah.
This one's going to be in an oasis. All right. So that's what we're doing over here first is we're doing the path to the oasis. All right, so we had to do our math first, okay, right? Here's our math. Let's have a look. 2d4. Now you get rolls. Okay, move the dice box along. All right, move the hamster house over here. All right, and the bears can have a dance. All right.
They can tango.
2 bears were dancing. A snake was watching, and here was little old Gus. Right, over here, watching. We see that on the screen while I play with. How you going? No, Gus isn't on screen. I'm putting him over here. Look. We've got the bears dancing over here, like that, high-fiving each other. That's beautiful. Gus is over here. He's going to try and backstab one of them. All right, I'm down.
Try and get a surprise
that's my narrative.
round.
All right, can we see that? Kind of. Move that over.
Why
All
are
right.
some bigger than your others, and the ones that are bigger?
What?
There's some that...
These are battle dice. These are battle dice. All the ones that are that size, right? This one especially. This one's from another. Okay, so this one's a D6 from another set. I don't know. I think it was one of the board games. This one is entirely like, yeah, they're both random individual ones off a set. But these small black ones, all the ones, the same with the reds, and I think you've got my whites. Or have I got the whites and the reds?
You've got a couple of whites.
All right, yeah. See, so these ones are battle dice that I have for the Warhammer battles and stuff like that. And I've either, like, pretty much kept them all, but I've lost some over the years. I've given you a whole heap of the red ones, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So they're all battle dice.
And like one left one and one white one.
Can you not? I'm actually doing that in between both the screens. Oh no, you can see it. That's it.
And then
Whatever.
this tiny little
Stop
D6.
distracting me. Ready? Ready to roll dice or what?
Yes.
Or what?
Yes.
You're not even. 2d4, wasn't it? Roll 2d4, please. This is how many checks we got along the way. All right.
6.
6. Oh, didn't we have 6 last time? All right, another 6 checks. Wait, no, it's fine. No, we've already taken it. I'm taking it. It's another 6 checks. 6 more checks, please, sir. All right.
That's like $60,000 though.
Maybe.
You get what I did there?
No, yeah, maybe. Sure. But anyway, along the way, those are pretty big checks. So, we got our checks. They have to pass 2 of them. Our DC. What else do we write over here? Yeah, this is it. Our path 2. So, we got 6 checks. That's it. The color of the star. I was going to say this one's a blue star, right? Blue dragon, blue star. Follow large blue star to get to this one. All right, so they can go one way or they can go another way. All right, over here, what else do I need to write in there? It's up in the sky. I'm going to put it over this side. All right, beautiful, lovely. That's what a star looks like. We've already talked about the SorrowSworn being there. And I will write down stuff. Things. Yeah, sure, they're the different kinds of SorrowSworn. This time we might include, like, you can either do it where you can roll along these D4s and have it more difficult, or on the path, you have more likely to find it by difficulty, right?
More likely to find it.
Anyway, so along path 2, they have to roll a D12, right? Okay, so they roll their survivals, okay? Did they pass their survival? Roll once. Did they fail their survival? Roll twice and take the worst number, okay? So on the path 2, instead of getting just a 12 to trigger a SorrowSworn encounter, they're going to get a 10 or a 12, so it's more likely, all right?
Okay.
And so this is the one where do they get to choose out of the DM, choose out of the D4 version, okay? Like, oh, they're more hungry now, they're more lost, they're more sad, or do you throw, like, I thought that you could probably along path 1 just include the lost, right? And then on the second path, you do the lost and the lonely. And then on the third path, you do the lost, the lonely, and the hungered. And then on the fourth path, you do all options can assault you. Because each of your survival checks on a D12, you're rolling a 6 to 12.
Uh-huh.
Very good. We're not playing and fidgeting, right? Yes. Focusing. You've tidied up the workspace area and got the dice ready and stuff, right? You got time to play. You got time to be constructive, right? Okay, huh? All right, very good. Jeez, we're having one of those kind of episodes today. Ugh, because you haven't rolled enough dice. 6 more checks, please, sir. We've already got the checks on page whatever. What's the room? What was the room number? For reference, on room. Oh, that's the lair. Room number 244. At room 244. Great. We're on the way to the Oasis. All right.
Yay.
Now, I was thinking. All right. Okay. Make sure my microphone's doing its thing properly. Okay, you sneaking across first? You trying to look at my notes? I got notes. These are secret notes here. All right. Okay. When I ask you whether you know about something, you're not actually allowed to know about it. That's the trick question. Okay. Anyway, on the way we've got one side. You can go around. Hey. Listen.
Okay.
When you're thinking of Oasis, right? Okay. What's at the Oasis? You got big sand. What's in the Oasis?
Big water.
Okay, big water. Yeah, I got the big water right here.
And then there's like a palm tree.
Well, we got lots of palm trees. We got like plantage. I've already written it there. Many plantages, right? Okay. So the question for today is, and how we're going to get like what we're actually doing for randomness and your fun and focus. All right. So you're not fidgeting, right? I get it. I'm boring. Okay, stay with me. Planning, DM stuff on track. Okay. Four different options for creatures out of that book, right? That one over there.
That one?
Yeah, they can't see it yet. All right. So do you wanna roll dice first on both of these and then go look at them?
Roll dice.
Or do you want me to tell you what they could be and then you roll dice? Okay, so I'll tell you. Okay, plantage first. We'll do plantage first. All right. This is this one. Okay. So you're right. We got plantage. Okay, so they're not palm trees. That's like more of a bit of a. Let me see. Like we got subtropical. All right, subtropical. So it's slightly dense, but it's not like far north Queensland, Coranda. You've never been there. What do you know about these places?
There's a lot of forest.
Yeah, there's a lot of forest. This is more like Sunshine Coast, Queensland forest, right? So there's lots of wood, but the ground has quite little brush. It's not thick on the ground. You could relatively walk through it. Where the Daintree, being a full, tropical forest, right? Like the Amazon, for example, there's canopy is very thick, and the underbrush, the stuff on the ground is all very thick, and the litter is very thick, and you can't get through. Oh, and there's lots of plants and spiders and snakes and stuff.
Oh, your favorite.
But there's some of that stuff in the subtropical stuff. Anyway, whatever. It's a subtropical rainforest kind of habitat, all right? And
the Amazon, but less dense.
And it's around, like you see, the big water. Here's the big water, right? Big water here, and this rainforest is all the way around, okay? In clumps, all right? So they got a clump here. There's more of a bigger clump here, and another one over here, and at the back, right? You can see, right? So you can walk up. So we got walking still, walking. All right, walking. Yeah, sure. That's how they get in. They follow the star, all right? And at the back, you can see far on the other side, right, is a burrow, a tunnel, right, in the water. Again? It sort of leads into a water. Yeah, because the other ones didn't go into the tunnel before. There was a tunnel before. This one, they're actually going into the tunnel.
Yeah, but they're one in the tunnel with the mind flare.
It's a dungeon. We do dungeons. They got to go in dungeons and inside and tunnels and burrows and dungeons and undergrounds all the time. It's concept. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a conniptions. I really am. Oh my god, work with me here. It's another tunnel. You're right. I'm sorry. It's very. Look, we're gonna do. Listen. Shush. Listen. We're gonna do a whole series of books for the last 3 months, rebuilding out the Elven city when they return to it. Right. Most of that is going to be above ground in a cityscape, right? Which we haven't done much of, right? So while we do the desert landscape here and we do random battlescapes and arenas and stuff, yes, allow me, please, one more time as we go in to go through, adventure into, explore a tunnel. Oh, am I right?
Yes, I beg with you here.
I think you're the one that's unbearable. All right. Subtropical rainforest on the side of the oasis. Let's stay with
Tunnel
it.
down to
Okay,
Dragon.
in the middle of the oasis, you can see, what's that?
Tunnel down to Dragon.
No, it's an island. There's an island in the middle of the oasis water, out in the middle of the big pond, right? That's what you wanted, big pond. Well, you can see that from here. Okay, so you come along. Now, do you swim across the water and get to the tunnel? Because there's a bright light in here, all right? There's a bright light. That's the point. You can see that there's a tunnel. It's drawing you in because there's a bright light. Okay? And there hasn't been any kind of bright light so far anywhere except for the stars. But there's an actual light inside the tunnel. There's a light in the, okay? Go towards the light. Go towards the tunnel.
No, I'm gonna die.
No, not that kind of tunnel. Well, I mean, it's in the afterlife. I mean, it is that kind of tunnel. Who would have thought? Okay, all right. So, what's on the outside? We're going to do the plantage. Roll some dice. That's what we're going to do. Did you want to hear the options first?
No.
Did you want to hear the options first? Because you're going to be sad if you miss out.
Yes.
Okay, roll the dice. A D4. Two. Oh, we get a verdant enchantress. All right. Do you want to go look at that? You change it over, and I'll start writing what's going on in here.
Waddle.
Okay, the verdant enchantress. Okay. Now, did I make any notes about her? No, she's pretty good to go.
A verdant.
You see that? I got a page number for you. Go down, and this is the actual page number, like on the not on the sheet, right? It's the actual page, web page number. It should be 19. Oh, hold on, no, sorry, 21. 21, around there. What's that? Green enchantress. Down. Where you're not there. What is that called? Stay on that page. Where it sent you to, what is that called?
Green enchantress.
And at the side of that page, there we go. There we go. We're going to have one of those. So this is from the book of
Beautiful
Horrors, right? Okay, lovely stuff. It's all very Witcher themed, all right? Or Witcher, very cool Witcher monsters and stuff.
Cool.
Let me see. So we got one of those. What's the CR on that?
16.
16. See, pretty good for the area, right? Okay, 16. And I'd probably, if anything, just play with hit points or give her some kind of lair interaction. Is she listed with? What does it say in the part about the how to modify it? Right, go up a little bit on the original page. What does the verdant option give you? Gives you some stuff, right?
Cannot use her verdant silver.
Can you? Is this a reading test? You're doing a lot of work today. All right, we'll move it. Have you read?
The dryad has 10.
Yeah, yes. This is essentially a dryad. Yeah, this is a.
She can spend 1 sorcery point as a bonus action to gain one of the following benefits on her elemental bolt attack, depending on the damage type selected: acid, cold, fire, lightning, and poison.
All right, very good. Elemental stuff. Okay. She get extra spells and stuff down there as well. Maybe in her stat block, because they would have the stat block for both of them, right?
Nope.
Or is it just an adaptation on that?
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. That's fine. CR 16 plus a little bit extra. That'll be fine. And she's living inside this subtropical rainforest somewhere. All right.
What could have that? What could have that been?
Where is she? Oh, now you want to know what they could have been?
Yeah.
Spriggans. A couple of spriggans. You know what a spriggan is?
Aren't those like?
They're also evil dryads, right? They're a different kind of creature. Page 19. So you got to go up a bit, right? Okay.
These things.
Yeah, sure. Could have had a couple of those. What else could we have? Page 43. Look up that. Okay, because this could also probably be living in here.
Kikamore Queen.
Yeah, and let's go up a little bit. She gets some swarm. She can have some swarms with her. All right, we could have had one of them.
Oh, only CRA.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She's not too bad. That's why she could have had some swarms. And finally, the other option on the D4 was on page 46. All right, this is very Witcher monster themed. This one. A leshen. Yeah.
Is that a big tree thing?
Well, yeah, pretty good, right? That's why it's living in the trees. So you see, I've got some themes here, right? I got some. Whatever.
I like the one I got.
All right, good. See, look, the dice don't lie. Stop trying to change dice. All right, now we're on a whole new book. Look, on a whole new book.
Whole new book.
And you got to roll dice again. You want to come back over here, or you want me to roll the dice? You want to roll it?
You roll the dice.
I'll roll this one. Okay, so this is what's living in the water. All right. So this is the large pond, and it's inhabiting the island. Right, large pond. on
Tell me what you
Island.
got, and then tell me what could have been.
Oh, okay, sure. You're not going to be angry at me if I roll. I'm not sure if there's a worse one or a better one. We'll see. All right. So out in the middle of the island, in the Oasis. All right. Let me have a look. Okay. Throw that piece of paper away. I'm going to roll the dice. Can we all see the dice still? We can, right? Woo! All right, great. 2. Did we get a 2 last time? Was that what we got for the other roll?
Yeah.
All right, must be a good day for 2s. Sure.
Amazing
you want to go
day.
page? You want to go page 73?
Sure.
Go to page 73. You'll see
The Melunissa.
only me sitting on a rock in the middle of Oasis with 4 or
it's a
5 lovely
Melunissa?
ladies.
Is it the Melunissa?
Lovely ladies. Yes. Do they look lovely or what? Did you see? You see what? These are sirens, right? Okay.
There's no picture.
Yeah, it is. It's the one above that. It's
one?
them. That one in the middle. That's the them ones. They're the worst sirens. All right, because they lose their prettiness. Oh no, actually go down. That's what the bad ones are. This one's the sirens, but the powered up one. So yeah, you're right. They're not a picture, but they're powered up. So you got the good looking sirens with the illusion, right? They can look like pretty girls to get you in. And this is a powered up one. What's their CR at?
8.
Okay, see, so we're gonna have several of them. Maybe this is what you need to put into the old functionator calculatorino. See how many. I was mucking around with it before, trying to figure out whether these things would be too hard. All these different options.
Beep, 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 beep. I'm punching in the numbers. I'm punching the numbers.
Yeah, Malucinas. They are right. Very special OP sirens, right? OP sirens. How many we got? Times.
I'm still punching the numbers.
I reckon we'd probably CR8. We get four of them, maybe 5 of them.
Oh, I did CR 18 instead of 8.
It's CR8, not 18. What are you doing? Oh my god! Oh my god, Elaine. What are you doing?
The numbers are being punched.
Becky's coming real. I think Becky's starting to grow on me. I'm doing Valley Girl far more often. I can't help it.
Yeah, 4. 4 can fit in there.
4. All right, 4. Okay. So you have these four ladies, lovely ladies, 4 lovely ladies sitting on a rock, right? In the middle of the Oasis, because you didn't want to go through. You heard some rustles in the trees, and you thought it'd be too dangerous. So you're going to swim across the water, maybe, or fly across the water. But along the way, you're gonna get sung to by these lovely ladies. All right. And over here's the. All right. That's the entry to the tunnel. All right. We've got a light in here. Light in tunnel. Go towards the light.
No,
Enter the tunnel. Enter the light of the tunnel.
The dragon's gonna eat me, and I'm gonna die.
Maybe. Yes, okay, alright, sure.
I mean, it doesn't have a digestive tract.
Alright, okay. So, this is where I was saying we don't have to do much more than that, right? We only do it in 3 days. We figured out how many how many checks it's going to be to get there, and it's another 6.
Come back yet?
Yeah, you can come back, right? So we do 6 more checks to get one way or the other, depending on where you start, alright? Because space and time and distance is all relative. So 6 checks is fine, okay? To follow the big blue star. All right. We have them going to an oasis where there's some subtropical plantage in clumps around a giant water hole, right? Pond, billabong.
Okay.
We call them billabong over here. We call them a dam, maybe. Difference between a billabong and a dam is?
Billabongs are not as clean as dams.
Dams are man-made, manufactured. Billabong's just a natural water hole. It's an occurrence, right? Plus, you don't sing songs about murdering coppers while you steal sheep down the side of the dam, right?
You do it at the Billabong.
You do it at the Billabong.
Waltzing Matilda.
That's a beautiful song, seriously. Anyway,
You should have made that our anthem.
Tom Waits' version of Waltzing Matilda is the one to listen to. Guys out there, ladies, peoples in the chat.
The people who aren't from
Earth.
Aussie.
All right.
Aussie land.
Go listen to Tom Waits and stuff. Yeah, and especially what did I say? Waltzing Matilda. Okay,
Tom Waits,
we don't. How do we end our episode there?
Maltesers.
Molting Maltesers.
Yep.
All right, sure, great. Oh my gosh. Say goodbye to my snake. We're gonna be history friends. Okay.
Goodbye.
Has Gus got anything to say? Anything?
Do the thing.
Oh yeah, sure. Do the thing. Yeah, no
Like,
hassles.
comments and stuff.
Go. You're gonna turn it off today.
In
All right.
the down
Thanks
below.
for sticking around. Having a great time. Hope you're. Have you pressed the button yet? Hope you're enjoying things as I lead us out. Have I let us out yet? Oh, you've said goodbye. Are we done?
Yeah.